Hi all, welcome to day 13 of Vlogmas, and it's like, I'm so tired. It was a long night, and I've already had therapy this morning. I had a phone session with my therapist. I actually had plans tonight in the city, but my therapist suggested I cancel those and kind of catch up on things in the house today because, as you know, my depression's kind of gotten the better of me, so I did the gist day earlier this week, and I didn't finish everything I need to on the gist day, so I have a few more things I need to do. Because if I get a lot of stuff done today, I can pretty much take off up until Christmas and actually have a Christmas vacation and focus on Christmas and finishing a poetry chapbook I'm trying to write that has a deadline in early January, so I gotta get that done now. So I figure since you guys helped me with my gist day before, I'm gonna bring you along today too, and we're gonna have a bit of a crazy day, just powering through and getting everything done and ready. But then this weekend's full of a bunch of Christmas stuff, and then next week it's like all Christmas and poetry. So let's see if we can do this together. We still have a little bit of snow on the ground, but it's almost gone. It's supposed to rain today and this weekend. It feels like snow outside, but they say it's supposed to rain. I don't know. Also, we have too many stray kitties in our neighborhood. Hi, kitty. Hi. I wish I could bring them all inside. To cope with therapy, my roommate and I are now going out to our absolute favorite bagel place on Long Island to get carbs because that is how you deal with therapy and hard days. Got my omelet, hash browns, and toast, and got the Yule log on TV. So I didn't get nearly enough sleep last night. I could not function, so I'm taking a short little cat nap on the couch, and the cat has decided to make it an official cat nap. She's so sweet. It's so cozy. And I've still got the Yule log on with the volume cranked up because this is literally the only way to nap. No other way is acceptable, just this. A cat and a fake fireplace is all you need. I prefer a real fireplace, but you know, we make do. We make do. Right. Yeah. Okay, so I couldn't really sleep, so I ended up just listening to Harry Styles' new album. And I'm gonna have to do a video about Harry Styles' new album because I don't want to talk about anything but Harry Styles' new album. So many feelings. But for now, I gotta grab my laptop and work because I have to write 3 articles by this afternoon on top of my other work. I can do this, I can do this, I can do this. Okay, I have my peppermint seltzer, just my favorite thing in the whole world. Wish I sold this all year. In my Frozen 2 cup because I'm an adult, and fresh popcorn. So I am ready to start writing. So I'm still on my 3rd article, but now I'm watching Elf, which will make work much, much, much better. Almost done, then I can get started on my other stuff for today. About to film with Mia to do her Vlogmas, and I finished my 3 articles and all my emails and all my writing work I had to do, which took forever. And when I'm done with this, I'm gonna go do the meal plan, so I'll show you guys how I do that. All right, finished filming with Mia, so now I am counting my stuff that I have right now. We have a chest freezer that we keep a bunch of pre-made meals in that we make, and every week I count what's left over so I can use the leftovers for the next week, figure out what days I'm eating what on, and then figure out what I have to shop and cook for that week. And this works really well for me because with my depression, I have a really big tendency to forget to eat or not have the energy to eat or not want to do it. And if it's already planned out for me and already cooked and already in the freezer, so much easier. I love it. So I definitely recommend that if you have a hard time eating because of depression or anything like that. So as you can see, I got my meal plan for the week ready to go. And what I do is I write down everything I have, which I've already deleted, but I just write down a list of everything I have. And then I write a list of everything I'm going to be cooking as I come up with it and everything to buy as I come up with the recipes. And this week I'm going pretty easy. I'm doing a lot of things outside the house and just a lot of big kind of stressful things. And also I really want to focus on catching up on Christmas stuff and relaxing, and I have to finish this poetry chapbook, so I don't want to go overboard with cooking. Plus I have I normally cook on the weekend and I just don't have any time this weekend to cook. So this week I break down breakfast, lunch, and dinner for each day. I put what I'm doing, the main things doing that day, so I can remember because it affects the food I'm doing. And then I just put down what I'm doing for each meal. And sometimes I'll also write out a list of snacks to have because I'll also forget to eat snacks or anything, and I'll be oh yeah, I completely forgot I had chips and salsa, whoops, and then stuff will just go bad because I get too depressed to remember to eat. Also, I have Not Always Right open because it's ridiculous. These are all stories of like horrible customers, and I worked in retail for so long that honestly reading stories about terrible customers and can make me feel almost more Christmassy, because I'm like, yes, this is what I expect this time of year. It's just screaming people throwing fits in stores for hours. So yeah, so sometimes when I want like a little Christmas boost, I'll just jump on there and start reading stories that take place in Christmas, because it feels like, yep, this is what it's like. This is what's happening. I'm so tired. I've been like rubbing my eyes continually, so I just have like mascara all underneath my eyes, and I apologize. But I've also got my list together for everything I want to put in my planner for this week. What I tend to do, so I don't like make a mistake in my bullet journal and I can work things out first, is I'll initially plan the stuff for my bullet journal either on like notes on my iPad or my MacBook, or I will just do it in like a notebook and just just count it. Like I'll get like a 79-cent notebook or something and just like use that as my scrap paper basically. Tonight, because I was already on my computer working so much, I went ahead and just did it on there. So that way I can kind of schedule everything out, balance things, figure out what order I'm doing things in. Then I can just transfer that straight to my bullet journal, and it makes it a lot easier to add things to my bullet journal without like screwing up and having to cut out pages. Because the bullet journal I have, I cannot remove a page easily. It just wrecks it, and there's not that many pages in the first place. So I really don't want to mess it up. So I like doing that first. It makes it feel a lot more calm when I actually transfer things over to my bullet journal. And this is my bullet journal. Don't mind me, I'm just sitting on the floor by our mini Christmas tree and Mia's pile of ornaments she's still got to decorate with. But I used to have a much bigger bullet journal, and I'm going to do a full bullet journal video soon, possibly this month. But I decided to streamline and go a little bit smaller. I really love this one. It's imitation leather, so it's vegan, and I just love how simple it is in the pretty pink color. Just a very general idea from how I do like the weekly spread. I'm covering this up because like some of these are like my girlfriend's doctor's appointments. I know she doesn't want those shown. So I'll just do like a weekly spread over here and put down anything that's scheduled that I can't move, that I like have to do that day. And then I'll write down my weekly goals. It's my morning routine, my evening routine, and this is anything I have to do every single day without fail. So that way I don't clutter up my like daily to-do list with stuff that's just, you know, added every single day. And then I will just plot out everything on here. Like I'll do like a daily one, and I got so depressed I just didn't fill anything out when I did it. That's a problem. So this week I'm going to try to do a little bit better. I'm going to fill that out now, and that'll be ready to go for next week. What I talked about with my therapist today, and I talked about a little bit earlier today in the vlog, and hinted at in my Vlogmas a couple days ago on my Just Day. But I'm pretty much just scheduling out not too much this week. I'm going to really focus on trying to get back in my like morning and evening routines, because I find that helps my depression a lot. I'll probably go over my full morning and evening routines in another video as well. But I want to keep up with that. And obviously, like I said, I have to finish this chapbook. I have so much to do this week with it. I have most of the poems written. It's pretty much just polishing them and figuring out what order they're going in and exactly which poems are making the cut. I'm a little torn between a few, so I have to get that together this week and hopefully submitted by the end of the week. And I did what I did my Just Day. I had already planned out what days I wanted to work on which Christmas things. I'm just going to add that to my bullet journal now, and like Monday I'm writing out Christmas cards, Tuesday I'm wrapping presents, Wednesday I'm making gifts, and that way there's kind of like a Christmassy theme for each day, and I can really focus on it, and I can just trust that I'm not missing anything major. Last year I ended up spending Christmas Eve pretty much having a panic attack and wrapping for hours, and wrapping gifts is literally my favorite during Christmas. Like, that is my absolute favorite thing. I used to beg to like wrap my brother's gifts and stuff when I was a kid because I just loved it so much, and obviously I was like, you know, 10 years old. I didn't have stuff to wrap for people really, but I love wrapping presents. But because I got so depressed and stressed out last year, I put everything off to the last minute. So instead of being a fun thing, it ended up being this like hugely stressful thing. I was really upset because I was missing doing Christmas Eve stuff. Like, I want to just be hanging out with my girlfriend and my roommate and watching Christmas movies and eating a bunch of finger foods and just completely relaxing and enjoying it. And instead I was like by myself upstairs in a room because I couldn't be around anyone because like they all had gifts I had to wrap, and I was just ready to cry because I couldn't enjoy doing it, and I couldn't enjoy doing anything else either, and it was so stressful. So basically I'm trying to avoid that scenario. I don't want it to be like Christmas Eve and realize I haven't wrapped anything or I haven't made a major present that I promised somebody I would do or something. Like, I just want it all to be fun and not stressful, and it's really hard to keep up with that level of stuff on top of your normal stuff if you're depressed or dealing with anything like that, especially. So trying to be a little bit easy on myself. I'm still really hoping to get my laundry put away tonight. If I don't do it, it's not the end of the world, because I am planning on cleaning the house tomorrow. I have a party tomorrow night, so I need to clean it and do the grocery shopping before I have to get ready for the party, but that should be doable. So I think there's a very good chance I'm just gonna fill out my bullet journal and then just fall asleep. It's almost 10 o'clock, and for the past 2 or 3 weeks, I've not been getting like more than 5.5 hours like broken sleep a night, and it's finally just caught up to me today. Like, I am just completely zombified. I'm shocked that I managed to actually like get so much done today. I had to write 3 articles. I had to come up with a bunch of social media posts for somebody. I had to do a review of a bunch of writers for this other website I've worked for, and I had to email a bunch of people back, and like significant emails, you know, like took a lot of thought to do. And plan out my week and all of that, and do the meal plan and all of that. So it was a lot to squeeze into a day on very little sleep. I'm happy I did it, but in case I just fall asleep, I don't want to close out the vlog without opening my Harry Potter advent calendar, so let's go ahead and do that now. I really dislike that I'm opening more than half of this today. It really is bumming me out, but I'm trying to be positive about it and look forward to next week focusing on Christmas stuff instead of just being sad that it's almost over. But honestly, I'm really sad that it's almost over. Please let it finally be a Slytherin thing today. We're right in the top left corner. No, this happened before. I'm guessing this is where some of the other stickers I got were. I'm guessing that's what's happening, that I'm gonna get a bunch of random stuff on someday. But like I said, this got jostled around a lot during shipment, so a lot of things have moved around inside. Some of the boxes are already like half open, and so today it's empty. There's nothing there. This makes me so sad, but I think that's why I've been getting a couple like extra stickers on certain days, or like 2 gifts on a day. Like, I'll get like the other day when I got something and I also got the coaster at the same time. Like, I got the paper clips and the coaster. I'm guessing that wasn't supposed to be like 2 things in one day. I think stuff just moved around a lot. So yeah, that's depressing, but it is what it is. Anyway, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today. I'm sorry that I look so completely exhausted right now. Like, I'm just so tired. So I'm very happy that you guys helped me get a lot of my major stuff done. That was really stressing me out. Anyway, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. I'll be back again tomorrow with another video. Until then, be merry, be happy, and I'll see you really soon.